Well, good morning. Cheryl Lucia coming to you here from my porch out in Florida. And I wanted to talk to you about how much water we should be drinking every day. People ask me that all the time. So what does that mean? And how do we keep our bodies hydrated, especially with the summer months coming? You know, we definitely need to probably put a little bit more water in, you know, sweating more. You maybe go on the beach, you sweat it out, especially when you're working out and what have you. So the rule of thumb has always said 8 ounces of water, 8 of those, which is 64 ounces. That's, you know, a guideline, but that's not necessarily true, and I'll explain what that means in a second. So, you know, a cup of water this is a cup. Would you consider that? Probably not. That's a pretty good size, right? This one here, my tumbler, that's huge. A few of those a day. So what does 8 ounces look like? 8 ounces is literally, I measured it out, 1 cup of water. So the rule of thumb, excuse me, the rule of thumb is you want to take your weight, divide it by 2, and that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking every single day. And I'm not talking about water that's in your coffee. Yes, I know coffee's made with water. I'm not talking about water that's made with your protein shake. Yes, most protein shakes, well, not most, but you know, a lot of people do make their protein shakes with water. Milk is not considered water. Almond milk is not considered water. I'm talking good H2O, and I know a lot of people just don't like to drink water. So they like flavored kind of drinks, so flavor it up. Put some fruits and vegetables in there. Let them sit, and you know, watermelon in water is yum, 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 yummy. So let's figure out if we're dehydrated or not, and if we are getting enough water. So what I want you to do is first thing in the morning before you're exercising, eating, or drinking anything, assess your thirst level on a scale of 1 to 9. 9 that you're just like the thirstiest you've ever been in your entire life, and obviously 1 not too bad. So if you feel thirsty, you're probably about 2% down of body weight, which means that you're mildly dehydrated. So as much as I hate the scale, I truly do hate the scale, but if you want to find out hydration, you know, another indicator too is literally getting on the scale. So unless you're trying to lose weight, you know, it'll fluctuate your weight from your total body of water if you do get on the scale. So how would you do that? So you establish a baseline weight by weighing yourself first thing in the morning completely nude. After you've used the bathroom, and do this for 3 days in a row. Take the average of that weight, and that's a pretty good representation of what your weight would be. Then keep a record of this number and use it to comparison with your post-workout. Get that? So after you work out, to see how much fluid you've lost, and then rehydrate accordingly. So I tell people, you know, I would add 8 to up to maybe even 32 ounces back of water after you work out, but this is a great way so that you're back into the weight that you're supposed to be at. And of course, if you've consumed a lot of salt, this is not a good indicator, because obviously salt does retain fluid, and it does take days for excess fluid from the excess sodium to get out of the body, believe it or not. So the other way you can see if you're hydrated or not is to check your output. What? Check your urine. All right. So here's another thing. If you're not going to the bathroom every 3 hours or so, then you're probably somewhat dehydrated. You should be actually going to the bathroom a lot. Check the color of your urine. It can assess their hydration level. So pale yellow is good hydration, or darker like sunflower kind of yellow will show normal hydration to slight hydration. But if the color is mustardy or brownish, then that's exhibiting some good signs of dehydration. And I mean, you don't want to go any farther beyond that, because it can be deadly. So of course there are things that also could affect your color, like drinking large quantities of water right before you urinate. Then that's going to obviously make it less colored, like if you do it right before you go to the bathroom. And taking vitamin B. So if you're taking vitamin B, that's going to darken it up a little bit too. So those are just some indication of if you're dehydrated or not. So get your water in. Again, half your weight in ounces. So 200 pounds, that's 100 ounces a day. I just like that number because it's just so easy to remember. So with the summer months coming on us in Florida, we get warmer down here anyways. Get your water in, please. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.